Hi world, it's nearly midday on the 4th of December 2014. Late one this morning. I'm worshipping at the shrine of a holy coffee pot. Needs be at this time of the day. It's sad when this is as bright as it gets in Bath at the moment at this time of year. We're approaching solstice. The dark is reaching its strongest point and then the light returns. Still a few weeks away, but I'm beginning to look forward to it already. So, looking at the sky, looking at what's going on, the moon's nicely in Taurus. It's got some rather tasty oppositions to Saturn about to occur over the coming 24 hours, but we all need a good cleanse and pruning every so often. I'm not too worried by that. What I'm looking at is Jupiter in Leo. We're beginning to get a little bit of perspective on it now. Jupiter's going to stand still in the next 3 or 4 days and start going retrograde in Leo. And normally Jupiter in Leo's not that brilliant. I mean, I'm biased, I was born with it, but Jupiter in Leo's just a little bit larger than life. But and conversely, Jupiter's supposed to be pretty good in Cancer. It is, but this last passage of Jupiter in Cancer with various grand cross patterns and T-squares and Uranus-Pluto squares in the background has not been easy. So Jupiter was quite pleased to escape the clutches of Cancer and move into what it thought was a more welcoming attitude in Leo. And you think about it, Jupiter, the king of the gods, the expansive, the big, the large, the happy-go-lucky, the clown, the optimist, moving into Leo. Hey, how cool is that? You're coming to stay with me, Leo. I'm the king I'm the best there is. Yeah, you can have a palace, sure, we can large it up and be boys out in town together. Leo and Jupiter on the prowl. Uh-oh. And that's like, well, I mean, Jupiter's capacity for optimism, growth, expansion and humour fits very well with Leonine, more creative, childlike and dynamic projective energy. Or at least that's the positive way of spinning this. But you know what? As Jupiter got into Leo, once we're past the initial enthusiasm of August and September and perhaps early October 2014, once we're getting into the real middle part of Jupiter in Leo, where Jupiter enters its shadow and enters the ground where it's going to retrograde back over, starts to get just this little bit ostentation. It's like you can only have so much champagne, You can only have so much of a high life before it becomes ostentatious or before it becomes superficial and vacuous. And the underlying thing about Jupiter, it's not just about growth and expansion with Jupiter, it's about meaning. Not understanding, meaning. Remember, Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius isn't concerned with the sort of more superficial, educational, factual sides of life. Jupiter and Sagittarius look for the philosophies, the deeper meaning, the higher, the deeper at the same time, the more profound. And with Jupiter in Leo, it's almost as if there's an attempt to get in touch with one's own sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? Dignity, yes. Regality, even omnipotence, even with Jupiter in Leo, whilst at the same time not getting smug or arrogant about it, and that's not the easiest of things. So I suspect that over the coming few months, with Jupiter retrograding back through Leo, a number of people who have taken big steps forward are now going to start smelling the coffee and thinking, actually, I think I'll take my foot off the accelerator now. And for many people, with Jupiter standing still at 22 degrees of Leo now, it is time to take the foot off the accelerator, not to put it on the brake. But Jupiter's going to go retrograde now for 3 or 4 months. So it's time to let the rest of your lives catch up with it. This doesn't mean you slow down, it does mean you plateau for a time and assimilate and integrate the changes that Jupiter in Leo, depending on which house in your horoscope it's in and which aspect it makes to planets in your chart, but basically from a Leonine perspective, looking at the changes in your life that have happened in the last 8 months and now in the last 4 months, and now taking time out to step back and reassess through till April when it all starts again. And then it becomes professional and real and concise and sharp. So you need to arrive in April with a full battery. Catch you later. Bye.